Alright, welcome to the stream. I'm Neozar. This is my FTL hard win streak, and we're up to 102 wins. And we're going to start out doing the Rock B. Alright, so we had Ratman here doing a little opening act with his campground joke. And welcome Amirix, Marble Eyes, and Dig Dug. And trust me, you don't want to join as Rebel Spy on my ship, because then you are getting kicked off. Alright, Rock B. And we're doing the Fen. So let's have a Heron, Lynx, a Bull, and a Turtle. I'm gonna like jump right into it and then sit at the start for a minute. Hey, Dapper Rich. Make sure this is working right. All right. So you got the Fen, Hard, Advanced Content Enabled, Heron, Lynx, Bull, Turtle. Looks good. All right. So Rock B. Interesting ship. I think it might be the only ship that starts with level 2 oxygen. It's the only ship that starts without doors and never has airlocks, even if you buy doors. 4 rocks, which is just like, that's a lot of health points on your starting crew here. And, you know, kind of odd weapons, but that you can't both, you know, you can't run them both, but you get a buffer, which is kind of like a weird way that they do it. So it's got a lot of things that are kind of unique to it a little bit. Gonna start him out. Sensors. Alright. Take a look at our layout here. Alright, that's nice that connects. Because that's a decently late exit. Especially if we get lucky with a curve down here, that'll be pretty good. We are a bit on the lookout for stores. We have the rock plating to sell. And then ideally I won't have to sell the fire bomb. But, you know, depending what comes up, that happens sometimes. How do I decide names? Oh, it's starting soon. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm so bad about that. I just pick a category. Often, since I started streaming, I've narrowed it to doing just like ecosystem, biome, environment type things, and then animals or whatever is in it. I do trees and plants and stuff sometimes, usually nature stuff. I did some stuff with like paints and colors also. Just whatever I'm kind of feeling at the moment. Yeah, I guess just categories in general. I did one that was like different sciences and stuff. So yeah, our goals for this ship, you know, we definitely want second shields, but we might not rush right to it. It's like really you got to like figure out the weapon situation a bit more, because this isn't like a great long-term solution. Although I had one run, I think my first Rock B hard win actually. I'm pretty sure I had just these 2 weapons until like the beginning of Sector 5 or so. And just did everything with like hacking and mind control and the firebomb. But I can't say that's what I want to do right now. It's not an ideal way to play. Alright. I think we're ready to take a jump here. It's a little divided up, this sector. But distress are pretty good for us, and this lets us see this beacon. You know, if we're trying to see as many as possible, we can kind of like wind our way around here, hopefully. So I think we'll take this first. We have rock options, rock plating. So, okay options going in here. Go down the surface to investigate. I gotta remember what this one is. One of them's, it's like 1 out of 3 is repair, which is no good. We'll probably take the crew member. I don't know. We have like 4 crew is like a lot. I mean, this crew definitely benefits from having another crew member. especially if they're not a rock. So those we get either high scrap, medium scrap, or repair. It's really the repair that throws it off, because if it was like definitely scrap, I would take scrap over a crew member, no problem. But in this case, it's like, do I want a 1 out of 3 chance that it's basically an empty jump? I don't know. I think there's some more value in getting a crew member here because of how slow they are. It's really hard if you have to like run them around a lot. All right, that's a power bar. It's pretty rare to get a Zoltan in Sector 1. Kind of hoping for an NG, but Zoltan's not bad. I mean, we don't need this power right now, but that'll come in handy for sure. Alright, this is great. Guaranteed double rewards. So we're going to intervene to defend the outpost. And hopefully they're not going to hack anything too bad. Piloting. Alright, that's not bad. Alright. So the heavy pierce. Ooh, wow, we got a fire to burn it down there. Pretty rare to get the fires to actually take a whole point down. It's like, I feel like it's easy to underrate it because it seems so much like worse than the heavy laser in so many ways, because it's slower and it's 2 power, and other than in the beginning, oftentimes the piercing doesn't really matter. 29 scrap, that's awesome. But the thing is, like, heavy laser is such a good weapon already that and it's only 1 second slower. It's like, and the power thing isn't always an issue, really. Like, if heavy lasers were normally 2 power, they'd still get used. Like, not nearly as much, but they would still be a good weapon. And the piercing can be helpful later on, because sometimes, depending, what your volleys are, like, sometimes you'll get a bad volley and have a bunch of misses, and actually the piercing will be, instead of hitting a shield, you'll hit the room with a heavy laser, which is a huge difference. So I do hold on to it sometimes the entire run. It depends what comes up. Alright, Clone Bay with boarding. So we might try and get a crew kill here. You gotta be going into piloting, right? Yeah. And shoot their weapons, because the chain can do damage to us for sure, obviously. 2 shots. But then we might switch to the firebomb. The reason I ran him out is because I don't actually want to kill this guy, but I wanted to retain. I don't have the manning bonus, I guess. I just need someone in the room for it. So I guess it doesn't totally matter. But it's easier micro to like have him sitting there. Alright, there we go. Yeah, with the what you call it, breach, I feel like doing the firebomb makes sense here. Alright. Actually, I'm not really sure now that I think about it, because I'm not sure how they're going to do this. Because often after they repair breach, then they'll send 2 in to repair it. So they're going to like bring this up pretty quickly. I'm going to actually switch it. And then it's like this guy might just stay in that room while he goes. It depends on the speed. Because if the teleporter cools down, I think this guy will still be the one to go. Although maybe it'll be the pilot. Yeah, no, they're going to pull the pilot. But that's fine. Or wait, yeah, what are they doing here? They're mixing it all up. Alright. Yeah, now they're going to go back this way. So we just gotta hope this is gonna come in time. Alright. Then we kill this guy. And we just gotta see what's going on with the last crew member here. Oh, we got double fires in there. Alright, so yeah. There we go. Not a good enough surrender offer. Alright, something to sell. We still got fuel and scrap, missile, and we didn't use any bombs. Which I value more, crystal heavy or heavy pierce? I mean, that's hard to say, honestly, because it's like not something you are very ever likely to run into, like having to decide between them. Like, I think it depends on the power you have and like the weapons. Like, if you have a lower power setup already, the heavy pierce is easier to fit into it. But if you're going up to like 7 weapon power with the heavy, I mean with the crystal, you know, and or 8 with a heavy pierce, like that might make the difference there. Because they're kind of similar weapons. It's like, this is nice because it's also, it enables more crew kills, because the crystal heavy only has a 10% chance of breach, and this has a fire chance and a breach chance. Alright, 48 scrap. Ooh, and a store. Alright, let me measure this out so I can be somewhat optimal here. Alright, we can get 7 jumps in before the exit. For sure. Maybe 7 in a nebula even. Make that work. I mean, no, not really with going to this. I guess if we go after the store. Yeah, so something like that might work. So probably just do like 1 more jump and then the store. That's great. I have, you know, I mean, this is only 15, but this is 40. So if it's a good store, has a good weapon or something, we can probably just buy it. And if not, we'll probably just get shields or something. Yeah. Ooh, asteroid field. Turn and fight. Okay, double basic laser. Ooh, double fires, nice. That's enough for me to want to switch to firebomb, I think. We have 23 right now. You know, I wouldn't mind getting a crew kill still. Wow. Another dodge. I mean, it's twice now that we've been shot by 2 lasers, you know, this and then the chain, and each time we dodged one of them. You know, I mean, 20% chance isn't awful, but that's definitely some good luck so far. I think this is 30 damage right there. I guess I can probably switch to the heavy pierce now, actually. Save bombs. Yeah. And this should kill both of them 1 hit right here. Oh, I switched too late. Whoops. Oh, come on. Well, at least I'm not using bombs. Oh, it's gonna come up just in time, maybe? I'm not sure how that exactly works, like visually versus when it's actually like decided that it counts as being there. Oh geez, this timing has been awful on those. Well, I'll see. There's a chance I can still get a crew kill with a bomb or 2 bombs or something. It's not great. Now it just really depends if an asteroid gets through their shields, or if this is like level 1 engines and it just breaks before I can get this guy. But we'll try for it. If it's level 2, it might be poor too. Man, this was just the fight of like timing that was off by a second repeatedly. I mean, it's whatever, you know, it's like we didn't take damage and we got the fight. Used, you know, a couple bombs we shouldn't have, but not a big deal. 18 scrap is great. Hey, Panhomo. Yeah, just in time for Miss Crew Kill. We got the other ones, though, you know. But yeah, that one was just... The timing on that one heavy laser, and I switched off too late. I was too indecisive about what weapon to use there, I guess. And then we got a bunch of misses in a row, didn't help. Well, we're definitely selling the lifeform scanner. That's like... Oh, it's 20 actually, no. I thought it was 15. Definitely not buying drone control or cloaking. I mean, I can't even buy that. We're not buying battery yet. It's too early. We got that free Zoltan. Check, make sure these aren't stores. It's like I think I buy this because if I don't buy it, it could be a problem. It's like how much I want to gamble on like stores. I do that. I can get this and shields. I'd rather buy it than this because the speed, more helpful against Sultan shields. And like I'm going to be using it for taking down shields mostly, at least right now, because I have the heavy pierce. Yeah. It's like not, doesn't feel like, oh, it's like a great buy, because it's like a weapon I usually like to replace if I can at some point. But it's worthwhile. It's like that makes it so, you know, if we have to go against 2 shields, 3 shields, and we can get through 3 shields even with it, with the heavy pierce. You know, definitely not ideal, but this gives us some insurance against future bad stores. Yeah. And if we have to, it's like we can sell, you know, this is 52 scrap right there. Like if we need to come up with a bunch of scrap all of a sudden. All right. And then buying shields is just like kind of a no-brainer. All right, so let me just figure out which way I want to go here. I get, what, 5 jumps in before the exit here? Fend for yourself, attack, and escape. Alright, Repair Bot is like the secret killer. But should be okay. This is going to be a Lido, I'm pretty sure. They can only have Lidos. Yep. And then this isn't going to do anything else, so we don't even need that up all the way. Ooh, we got a breach. Pretty good. Man, look at that. So probably shoot drone control here, because the system repair bot's going to be obnoxious. And they take half damage too, so it's like looks like you can one-shot them with a heavy, but you can't. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm actually positive on that one, I guess. Alright, yeah, and they have no way to heal here, so There's a chance we'll switch to like a firebomb kind of thing. Probably not though, because it's like they're gonna be able to keep these suppressed too well to want to like turn any of it off. There's the system repair bot guy. Alright, that's fine. 15 scrap. Fend for yourself, attack, and escape. Didn't we just do this? It's like literally our last jump. And so what's this one got? Ooh, a fire beam drone, whatever. Fire drone. Whatever that means, no system repair bot. So it'll be easier to get a crew kill here, I think. This is also, the charge laser is also better than the hull laser for shooting drones down. Can't dodge them all. We gotta take a damage eventually, right? Yeah, I didn't get any effects in that room, I don't think. I only looked at it for a second, but so I'm probably just gonna shoot it again. I guess wait for the first repair level since that's going to come really soon. Let me go check it out. I got this shit thing. Yeah. There we go. So nice when they don't have any way to heal. This is like this stuff can get out of hand sometimes. Yeah. So two of them are like a shot from dead now. This guy will need a little bit more. Like we're definitely gonna use a few bombs doing this here. Hopefully they don't dodge this one. We've been lucky with dodges so far. Alright. That's gonna burn down. I'm trying to think if it'd be better to like use the charge to like kill this guy or something. Either way, I think I want to like hit this first. I guess I could probably hit that with the heavy pierce actually. Should be okay. Oh, they're trying to run. Yeah, so definitely gotta hit this guy. Whew. That's definitely helpful that that wasn't a miss. Alright, now this guy, I think this should come online before he repairs. Alright, 6 fuel, 22 scrap. Had good rewards, good jumps this run so far. Definitely glad to get that crew kill. So whenever you start investing bombs and stuff, you always like, I mean, but you gotta be aware that sometimes you gotta give up and stop chasing it, not like waste more, or make sure you like don't let them run or something. But it worked out okay that time. So I'll probably just float scrap for a while, waiting for another store. Goodbye. Hopefully we'll get a different jump this time though, not another like, you know, attack the rebels, fend for yourself, right? Fire beam! I mean, that's appropriate for this ship, I guess, right? Definitely gonna consider buying weapons for like pretty soon, like Sector 2. I want to have enough scrap for, you know, if there's an early snore, I don't want to like miss hacking or something, but we have a lot of ways we could benefit from having 4 weapon power here with all these 2 power weapons. Alright. They're going to be tricky to get a crew kill because they have med bay and rocks, damaging weapons, asteroid field, so I'll probably just try and kill them. Well, that helps against the med bay, right? Nope. It's funny having him surrender after just 1 shot because there's like the asteroid did the damage also. And it's the heavy. Just put this into shield so asteroids come help out some more. Ooh, that's rough. A breach in shields in the asteroid field. That's no good. With sun. Alright, sun fight. If it weren't for, you know, the sun, this would be a safe fight. Good repairs and stuff, which makes a crew kill tricky. On the other hand, maybe they'll take their shields out and just like fire beam them like crazy. I don't know. Not sure like how I should use my weapons here. No way to heal. Maybe I do want to like take out the NG sun. I guess the rock is one that's the real problem. So much health. And like he won't take fire damage like everyone else. Miss, miss, miss. You can also like hit their shield so they take more fires on their ship. So just got 1 in oxygen. When are they gonna get shields up? Ooh, they got a lot of fires. Yeah, maybe we can just do the fire beam. Not sure how long it's gonna take him to get shields up though. It might be too slow. We'll see. Keep doing that. Switching these guys up. Alright, I guess we just do this. Yeah. I mean, they're probably just gonna die from the solar flare here, but I can enjoy myself a little bit. This guy's just walking around like, what's everyone's big deal? Not taking surrender. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely just gonna die here. That must be like level 2 oxygen or something. I wasn't really paying attention when they repaired it. But the way they're like keeping the oxygen in all these rooms. Alright. We should probably just kill them. They don't like just take free damage here. It's unnecessary. Possibly already will. Alright. 12 scrap. Nice. Scrap. Alright, so this was a great Sector 1. So we came out, we got a free Zoltan. We've got 20 fuel, 23 missiles, some drone parts, 108 scrap. We sold the rock plating, but we got charged laser and a fire beam, 2 shields. Yeah. Solid Sector 1. Oh, hey, I'm so bad with chat, apparently. Hey, Zeech, WQQZ, and Jeff the Jar. Yeah, it's like, I definitely rate it low, but I kind of like it. Like, Heavy Pierce is better than it seems, and Firebomb is totally useful. 3 weapon power is nice, 4 crew is nice. Yeah, even level 2 oxygen has its uses at times. But yeah, I mean, I think it's because it's like, can be a little RNG dependent at times for sure. Banned Sector 2 is really good, but Civilian Sector 2 is just like so good. It's so hard to pass that up. You like getting Firebomb? Yeah, I mean, I used to do that more for sure. It's something I'm not. Wow, this is like a goofy sector layout. Something I'm a little more wary of now because it's like, in general, I'm all about floating scrap for stores. And there's a lot of times you can kind of switch between them and get crew kills still, just to, like, you know, I got a number of crew kills that sector. But, you know, if I had the weapon power, I would have gotten like 1 or 2 more probably. And with all these weapons I have, I definitely want to get 4 weapons online pretty soon. Yeah, Abandon is definitely worse against fire weapons. I mean, they still do damage. You know, the fires don't usually go out instantly. And even so, like, just abandoned sectors in general, even without crew killing, they're pretty lucrative. And Sector 2 abandoned are usually pretty easy. But civilian sectors are also really lucrative and have a chance for 3 stores. And it's easier to get crew kills for this ship at this point. It's like I'm trying to think about how much. It's like I want a little more scrap than this, I think, before I buy the 4th weapon bar, in case I find a good store. All right. Running ship. Maybe we can get a. If we get a breach on their piloting, would be really great, because then we can train against them. Look at that! Speak of the devil. Alright, so we can auto-fire this. And then, yeah, they can't stack the heavy ion. Alright, so let me get good old cheat engine loaded up here. Yeah, FTL feels rigged sometimes in both directions. Sometimes I feel like I'm being suspicious because I'll like say something and then it happens. And other times, the game's just rigged against you and does all the things you say that you don't want it to do. Yeah, actually, the real experience. Poor Zoltan, just can't actually get shields training here. Heavy Ion's a little bit slow to get training against, but we're almost there. Alright. Great. Love a training ship. So, you know, dodge is just like awesome. Another 10% dodge up to 30 is a huge difference. And then, you know, I'm all about weapon speed. Wow. Wow, 3 breaches in a row. That's nutty. I'm not actually positive. I mean, I'm pretty sure this has the same exact chances for fire and breach that the normal heavy laser does, but I guess I'm not positive on that fact. Right, it's like I'm going to kind of rush through this part because it's like I want to like find the stores, and if this is the store, I got to like get all the way around before the rebels start coming up. So we definitely don't surrender crew to slavers. NG boarding. I mean, they'll probably do human boarding, I guess. Depends what the bomb is, how much of a threat this fight is. And also, I should add mind control here. Trying to think about. Well, I guess it can be a little tricky to time it to make the NG's board. Not that bad, but I don't know if it's worth it. I think we just kill this guy. Ooh, NG. NGs have so much value. And it's like, I'm not going to get a crew kill here. It's really unlikely I'm going to get a crew kill here. I'm not really sure how it's going to happen. With the double NGs, like they just repair and they do the med bay. So it's really like a reward, you know. Scrap is really good. Really need scrap, but we're doing like pretty good on that. I think I might take the NG here for the blue options and for having a mobile crew member that can like repair. So there's where they kidnap your crew with mind control and teleport. That would be pretty rough if AI did a crew kidnapping. I don't know if they can. Like, I don't know if you can make them do it by accident or something. But yeah, I'm gonna take this NG. Oh hey, Rakagak. Run is going well so far. You know, we're pretty early into it. A few jumps into Sector 2, but we got free fire beam, we bought a charge laser, we got scrap, crew, and we're in a civilian sector. Although it's like a weird shaped one. Would I dive this sector? There's a definite chance I'll dive this sector because it's a exit in a nebula, and it's like set up. You know, I'll have to see how it all times out with the jumps, but there's definitely a chance of that. As little as I dive, it's pretty good odds there. This is like a really good deal economically. We do have a good amount of fuel. I think I can take it. I mean, it's like, I'm gonna get hacking almost certainly, you know, unless I just like literally can never find it at every store this run. Firebeam, Firebomb is definitely an obvious choice here. Right, I'm definitely glad that I have weapons training here. Yeah, flak is staying up, I thought so. I should probably put this NG somewhere that's not like sitting in piloting. Honestly, I think actually I'm gonna put the NG on sensors and put the rock in the middle here so he can like help run around and do fires and not take 50 years to do it. The NG doesn't take that long to run through. Not quite fast enough. Take that offline. I think if the angle was like perfect, it might get there fast enough sometimes. If we had a reloader, then we would have gotten there fast enough for sure. Oh, we got the breach at least, so that's nice. Alright, so we got one whiff, one shield, and then one hit. Not bad. I'm not sure like what the best way to keep them suppressed here is. Yeah, because if they just put that online, that's fine. This thing's getting breaches like crazy. Probably like hit oxygen or something, right? I don't think it's gonna be out there. What is up with this thing? I swear, it's like going insane with these breaches. And they're like really not that necessary at this point. I don't want to save them for later. Do I value defense scrambler for running a combat drone heavy run? I can't say that's something I really do in general. I try to avoid having to use drones for offense as much as possible. Like, I totally will use them. I think they can be a little underrated. But it's something I try to ignore. And yeah, it's like, I can't imagine. I would never buy a defense scrambler. It's so expensive. And it's hard to pass up selling them for 40 scrap. But there's times where I've found a defense scrambler late game where I don't need anything at all, and I've held on to it just so like a defense drone shoots my flak slightly less. And like if I was running offensive drones, I'd probably hold on to it there. Alright, so this is like, you know, we trade one of those drone parts we got before for 10 fuel. That is a great deal. And you see, no, I'll sell the scrambler for store all the time. I mean, you just micro around the anti-drones. Like, it sucks. I hate microing against them, but just kind of what it is. At least that's like the way I normally do it. Yeah, Hollow's kind of nuts, let's be honest here. Against 2, jeez. Alright, so if I'm diving from this beacon, I can get 6 jumps before it. Hey, Crow. Yeah, so I guess I just hope this or this is one of the stores. And I guess if this is a store, I like double dive possibly. Hey, Dribrats. I really don't like this sector layout, and I haven't found any stores here yet. Makes me very glad for all these free weapons, though. Two times combat 1, combat 2, and drone recovery arm. That's, yeah, I mean, the thing with the combat drones is just like every once in a while when you like run into some nasty fight and they just like decide to fail you and they just don't hit the right rooms, or it's like an asteroid field and they just keep getting hit by asteroids. Like they can totally win you runs and you can rely on them, but the reason I like avoid them is that they have more like cases where things can go really wrong with them. Alright, so slavers again, not surrendering crew, missile, and Mantis. So I'm going to send the Mantis to repair this, unless they get some effects going or something. So that's good at least. Alright, that's something. Do we start doing fire bombs? I think so. Like, I think we shoot shields and then do fire beam, like it's too awkward. We really need 4 weapon power to do the fire beam stuff. Ooh, nice. Oh no, do I shoot this guy with a bomb? I think so. I knew it was gonna miss. Yeah, drone recovery arm is definitely like the best setup in that situation. Level 1 oxygen, just wrecking you. Almost got yourself killed there, Mantis, running back and forth. Alright, so I guess I save it here for... in this guy? I don't know. And then we could probably just kill him with shooting at this point. Yeah, you got that fire out, buddy. You can leave. Like, try again. So do this to deal with misses. Ooh, another fire. All right. NG, Rockman, or Mantis? Well, definitely not the Rockman. We got 4. That's plenty. It's like double NG, you know, has some value, but Mantis does have some blue options. And it's nice to have someone who's like good at crew defense and isn't slow. Because, you know, the rocks are pretty decent crew defense, but they're slow to like gather up. So we're looking pretty full crew here so far. Hey, a store. I'm glad I took this jump. I was really unsure about going this way. All rock crew for the immunity. That's true. You could just light the ship on fire constantly. Hull beam hacking, 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 hacking. It's like I don't want to sell any of these weapons. Alright, so that's awesome. We have 8 drone parts too, so that's pretty good. We've only taken 2 damage this run so far. Yeah, I saw Crow that Necro got it. I meant to mention that. That's like really awesome. He's like there's only a handful of people who've done it no pause. I know it's like less than 6 or something. So that's like really insane. I caught the very end of it. I caught like the jump before flagship and then his flagship fight. Because I saw Ray had posted about it, so I was glad to catch that. I know he's been working towards it for a long time. I mean, it's like no pause is a whole different beast, because not only do you need like all the FTL skills of like knowing just how to play the game and strategies, then you need to learn how to do it fast, figure it out fast, just get like the mechanical skills of practicing the micro. And then you need a little more luck, because there's more situations in no pause that you won't be able to win reasonably that you can win on pause. Yeah, Rackagack, definitely. Like you, I definitely think you have the potential to do it from the, you know, when I've seen your play. You did great in the tournament stuff too. I think if you keep working at it, you can definitely get the no pause cycle. So yeah, definitely good luck. You got so angry by so many of his choices. Yeah, see, you know, you can't get angry. You gotta like just like either be cocky about what you would have done different, or like be interested in how he plays different. I mean, yeah, even just like in the flagship fight, watching him, I was like, oh wow, he plays so much more defensively, like shooting their weapons and stuff. Like I would have just blasted their shields and then just shot them down. Is totally the way I play. But it like makes sense, the differences. I don't think I need the hull beam here. It's like this is the only thing I'd consider buying. I mean, I guess there's a decent argument to like sell something else here to buy it, but I'd rather save, I think, for mind control or something. I think I save right now. And as much as I talked about it, it's like probably not going to buy like weapons 4 until the beginning of next sector. But we'll see. Right. Drone parts, everything else is good. I'm not going to sell anything else quite yet. just make sure I'm doing these measurements right here. So yeah, I'm going to do this dive because it gets me 3 more jumps, which is pretty solid, like getting 3 more jumps in before going to Sector 3. And then this shouldn't be too bad, especially now that we have hacking. Like, there's no ASB or anything. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to the exit. Fort crew took an NG bribe from a slave ship, bought reactor. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I also always assume everything is no pause because it's like everything they do seems crazy to me. You know, so it's like, well, I wouldn't buy power there, but it's like I wouldn't buy power and cycle power from weapons. And it's like you're not going to do that in no pause. So it's so hard for me to judge other players. A picture of me measuring jumps with a ruler. Yeah, I mean, I could probably get that before 200 wins. Just have to ask my partner to take a picture of me sometime doing it. Super. Well, it's easy for me to like judge, but I guess it's hard for me to judge like what I would do because I feel like immediately people play so different than I do. At least like from just how I think about it, that it's like when people ask like, "Oh, what would you do here?" I'm always like, I have no idea what I would do there. It's so hard for me to know if I'm not like playing the run. And so it's like, you know, sometimes like, well, maybe I would do that. I don't know what I'd do. Alright, Human, Mantis, NG, Medbay. Not damaging weapons, though. Yeah, so many slaver ships. It's true, we've gotten a ton of slaver ships. Yeah, and then No Pause, yeah, has a ton of concessions. Like, that totally makes sense. It's just kind of the nature of the game there. I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. Like, if there is a way I can, like, possibly open up a crew kill. I'm not sure what it'd be. This is so slow. I mean, I guess it'd be... should do an oxygen hack here instead. I don't know. I kind of forgot about having a hacking. But yeah, I mean, I guess this should get up before he gets the shields online. Maybe I'll still do an oxygen hack here. Burn it out. Yeah, I feel like I hear that sentiment a lot, and I think in a lot of ways, a lot of it can be the same. I think it really depends like how you're playing on no pause also. I mean, how you're playing on pause. Because like the level of micro most people get to on pause, I feel like is totally achievable on no pause also. But then there's like certain strategies and stuff. Like if I try to play the way I do and like do the builds in the same way, there's no way I could do it because I'll run so low on power and stuff and totally rely on like really perfect timings on like cycling power out of weapons or something. And it's like that, at least I assume that's just like asking to get killed. Like you can't turn your weapons on and off that fast for a bunch of like asteroids or something. And so I feel like those are the ways where I feel like it gets different. Mostly it's like when it's a bad run or something's going wrong. I don't know why this is still on. He's going to repair this in time. Start with the oxygen hack. This is going to break. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things that are very like satisfying and no pause having work out, and that like a lot of the things can be possible. Oh right, got that in time. Wasn't sure if that was gonna get there. And can you lock door, please? Yes! No! Almost in time. But whatever, this will get him. Nothing else is going to break first. No, we're not going up to 8 crew. Oh, man, this same thing again. I mean, you get scrap from it now. I guess another NG? I mean, it's like NG or Mantis still. I think it's just another NG. I mean, there are things to the Mantis that are nice for like dealing with borders, but... Huh. This is a... I mean, I feel like it's also because it's like not super vital. Which one I pick is always the hardest decisions when it's like, oh, I don't know, it could go either way. Mantis and Teleporter. Yeah. I mean, I probably won't go Teleporter, especially with fire weapons and stuff. But there's a rare edge chance I would. Yeah, I'm a little surprised I don't have weapons 4 yet either. I've just like gotten so into the style of like I hate spending scrap on my ship before Sector 3. Yeah, see, it's like, yeah, against borders you can't vent them. Like, this is great, especially if you're going to Mantis sectors. You're having like 4 Mantis in a room. Like, that sucks. But it's great if like things start spiraling out of control with damage on systems and stuff. I think because I don't have mind control yet, I might value the Mantis slightly more. Though I don't know if that's really fair either. I'm just going to sit here and stare at it for like half an hour instead. It's like my gut told me NG at first. Like, why would I buy multiple Mantis? And it's only because of this ship specific. Like, there's no other ship where, unless I was going to get a teleporter, where I considered doing Mantis over NG for the double. But it's the venting that throws me off. And how many red sectors we have. Like, if we get a bunch of forced abandoned sectors or something, we gotta start killing Lanius off. Well, if the Mantis gets mind control, I already got one, so might as well have another one to fight it. I don't know. I'm leaning more and more towards the Mantis when I think about it, purely because of how many red sectors I saw in dealing with borders. Like, if I have to deal with a bunch of abandoned or Mantis borders, I feel like that's a bigger issue than the repair thing, especially when I have 8 crew already. Like, oh, that's meant to be. Look, his name's Fen. Here, let's turn oxygen. And the ship is the Fen. Alright, I'm glad to know that I made the right choice. Let's spread you guys out. Actually, for like symmetry's sake, I want you at the bottom of the room. It's also like a better spot to be with the doors. There we go. So clearly that was meant to be. Alright, so we'll do this, and then dive the exit. Do I typically ride doors? Honestly, I do late game. Not because it's like, oh, I really, really need doors, although I do find them useful. But I like having all the systems, so they have more things to hack. I'm not going to sell drone parts here. Yeah, drone parts, they totally may have been, but I could pretend they weren't, you know. Missile. And no shields. I don't think we need to use that drone part here. Oh, right. Only Alito, too. Charge laser, you know, getting its value in. I'm glad I have it, though. I'm going into Sector 3 now, looking like, you know, don't have any other stores or anything, unless we get one right at the very beginning. You know, we'd be okay, especially now that we have hacking, but not what I'd want to rely on. Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth double diving here, because it's like then we have to deal with the ASB. Do I go up to... Do I do that? I definitely don't do that quite yet. Yeah, I think I do that still. Yeah, one of the right times. I mean, the charge part is useful other times too, against Zoltan shields and against like shooting down drones and missiles. But yeah, in general, it's not that amazing of a feature. All right. Missile's such a pain. Like also one power short from what I want to do here, which is like put fire bombs into their weapons. I knew this was going to be like not an ideal situation because they're going to have 2 shields, and I wasn't going up to 4 weapon power in case I get a store at the very beginning of the next sector. Part of me wonders if it's better to just like focus on running. I guess I don't really have much choice. It's like either I have to depower my shields or my engines some. Or not hack. It's only 4 crew. 3 crew. Yeah, there's never ASB in Nebula. I mean, the problem if I had weapons 4 here is it's still like, I don't know if I would actually... I mean, I guess maybe I do the charge heavy and do their weapons. It's like, that still doesn't feel great, because like you need to... The heavy's the only one that's getting through. Man, that's an Artemis too. It's really the power that's messing me here. Guess I have to steal the power from hacking for the moment. Like for the second it ends. Oh, I hate diving. We got fire. I'm like, is it even worth using a firebomb here? Like, is this gonna really do anything? I've got enough. It's fine. I mean, it probably won't even hit. Yeah, whatever. So it'll just be the 2, you know, unless we get delayed here, depending what this hits. Nice, dodged it. So that should be it then. So just the 1 Artemis hit. So really not that bad, honestly. jump away in just a second here. Mantis controlled or rock controlled? It's a little tricky because I'd definitely rather, if rock controlled was here, I would definitely go rock controlled. Because 2 stores instead of 1 to 2. And that's what I care about the most right now. Mostly it's like I like having the double green option. Going into sector 4. Although it's like it might be double Zoltan, which would suck, you know. Sector 3 rock controlled. Sector 3 Mantis. I mean, I'm gonna go Mantis because we're fire heavy. Really, that decides it. Thinking about that right there, it's like we'll be able to have much better chances of getting many more crew kills in this sector than this sector, and that can make a difference for sure. Like we might get like 0 here and like, you know, up several on this one. So that's that one. Hey, you like this name? It is going pretty well so far. You know, I gotta see. We'll see how this goes moving forward. Like we had really good sector 1, and we had pretty good sector 2. It's mostly stores haven't been incredible. You know, they've kind of awkward weapons. But we got hacking now. Alright, so definitely buy that. I could probably try and get away with not buying power. Just having to cycle all of it around because I only have... Yeah, it's, I kind of hate that, but I think that's the plan. Yeah, 8 crew sector. I know. If I knew this going forward, I would have risked, like, not getting... Well, it's like... Because Charlie, I took Charlie because he was the first one, and it was like, I had full hull. So I was like, well, I might get a repair, so I might as well take the crew. And then it was like slaver ships repeatedly that they just give the crew. Definitely happens. Not really ideal, because usually it's like, oh, well, you could have gotten some other rewards for some of them that would have been worth more, but not a huge deal. Alright, so I'm going to take a break for just a minute here and grab some more water and everything. And then we'll get back to this run here. But I'm pretty optimistic about this sector. I think with 4 weapon power, we'll start being pretty strong against some of these Mantis ships. But let me just put up quick BRB. Oh, for some reason that got moved, jeez. Yeah, fix it better later. But alright, I'll be back just a minute here. back to it. This is where I really wish I had mind control. Oh, ban the bot. Glad I got back just in time here. How do I do this here? All right, removed. Probably hit up the distress. Got good options here. It's a decent Mantis layout, honestly. Sometimes they're really bad. I've seen some horrible Mantis sector layouts. I think we can actually pretty much see all the jumps this one. So that's definitely good. But yeah, here we want to build up a little more scrap for next store. Yep, vent the bots. We can give them fuel here. We got plenty. 30 scrap. All right, that's helpful. We need that 30 scrap. Go up here so we can see this one. Intruders on board. Actually, well, you're gonna go into weapons. No. I hate these because it's always like I'm tempted to like let him do it. No, you're too close. Swap around. All right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've seen bad Mantis layouts the most, which would make sense also because I think they have the least number of jumps, or among the least, which I think just gives you the most chances for them to like have bottlenecks and stuff. All right, 2 stores. Nice. So I'm gonna like probably plan out all my jumps right here. Let's see. We get 8 more before the exit. And I can get 2 more before this first store. Maybe 5 before the second. Probably 5. So yeah, I mean, I could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exit. I think this will work. Well, I'll take this one first. Go from there. And that just lets me, you know, get as many jumps in before the stores as possible, so I have as much scrap to work with at them, while like also maximizing just the sector in general. Yeah, because I mean 15's fine, but now this lets us like trade away fuel easily again. Mantis prize fighters. Interesting. Like, I probably just killed him here. This is an event that I feel like I used to get more excited about, and I feel like I've just had it go bad or just go the wrong way too many times. So I just don't trust it all that much anymore. Their weapons are pretty safe, I guess. Try to avoid hacking. Because how this event works, if you're unaware, you fight this ship, and then this is the only Mantis ship that's not like a pirate ship that runs. So when they start to run, they run after like 5 seconds. They run really, really fast. But you get a quest to follow them, and then at that quest, they do the same thing again where they'll try to run, but they're a little bit slower when they try to run. But they offer you, I think it's like they offer you a weapon. If you don't take it and then you crew kill them, you get a different weapon. So it's like a good way to get, a weapon, which is important. But the problem is, like, the second ship is elite, so it can be really strong, and it can run, so you get nothing. And then, like, this ship can do weird stuff sometimes. Heron links Vol and Turtle crewing the lakeside. Close. It is a tough one. I knew this one was going to be tough. It's actually one of the crew members' other name. One of the random crew members' names give it away. This guy here, because it is the Fen. All right. So what do I want to do here? Like, do I want to let them run? I mean, it's like I have my sector kind of routed too, so there's a chance if I let them run, it's like then the quest beacon will be somewhere that I'm not even going to go, which is like another waste. So I'll probably just try to set up so they can't run. Stun bomb. Uh-oh. Yeah, get out of there. Don't get stunned. All right. Yeah, so now they're trying to run, but it's like it's going to take them forever to run because they're mantises and they can't repair. Oh, I guess so. We should crew kill them, I guess. They have a med bay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Because I'm pretty sure you get better rewards for crew killing these guys. Yeah, all this crew, no Kriz. That's true. Although, to be fair, we started... Oh, that's right, they have shields still. What am I doing here? What are the actual odds of getting a crew kill here? These things are going to burn down. I feel like it's not great. I guess the only way it's going to happen is if I do bomb damage to this guy. And then maybe switch to the beam. But like, I think they're just going to take too much hull damage. Like, I think their shields will burn down. But we'll see. Can we make it? Yeah, you can't make it all the way across here, can you, to that one? Yeah, so it's like he's going to have somewhere to run to anyways. I don't think it's going to happen this way, but we can see. I guess I should have switched to doing these since I knew... I really didn't get any in there. I guess if he puts this fire out, that would be what does it. Come on, Mantis. Oh, he did it! What a champ. And then also they're like... engines can't be too low level here. And it has to jump into oxygen, like, pretty soon. I mean, I kind of knew that was pretty likely to happen there. I didn't really think it was going to work out, but I couldn't help but try. Help but hope. next, right? I can't fit another one in, can I? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Batteries, scanners. Yeah, probably buy those things, right? Then, well, I guess it's really about like, well, this next door, how much money can we make before then? Right, we can get 2 jumps. Pretty confident about that. So 65, that drops me down to 30. And it's like at most I'm going to sell like about like 50 worth of stuff, so that's 80. I mean, so that buys me a good weapon if I get 0 scrap in the next 2 jumps. So that buys me a weapon or mind control or something. Worst case scenario. So I think I can buy both those things. I mean, the battery's super helpful. I need power. Makes it more likely we'll find mind control. Scanners have tons of value. Yep. So I'll avoid the asteroid field and then just do the 2 distresses. No, we leave them alone, right? It's like if we lose the NG, I mean, it's like, I don't know. It might be more optimal to risk a crew there. I'm not really sure. Alright. This is good. I like traps. Really? You got this guy going? Let's see. Double Mantis human, though, so they're going to be bad at dealing with fires. That's good to know. So I'm going to start with this. That's all right. I moved this up here because it's slow, so it gets like a better chance of fired shots before the heavy. Too bad. Nice, we dodged that. So I'm wondering if I should be running the firebomb here instead. I mean, the thing with the firebomb, we can switch to it when our battery runs out or something. We can get some dodges against this thing. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty good so far. Ooh. Cut these pauses a little close, I guess. Alright, well that's 3, so we don't need to micro for the rest of them. We can dodge one of them anyways. Yeah. That's what's not so ideal about this weapon setup right now. Alright, good. Empty room. That into weapons would also definitely be a problem. It's also like where mind control would have so much value this fight. Probably just going to complain about not having mind control the entire time unless I get it. That's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. A nice, good double fire in weapons. That makes me pretty happy. So what do I do here instead? Is this slower? I can switch to that and the firebomb. Do I keep this going? Is there clone bay in some way with it instead? Maybe. I can just let him in there to burn too. Dodge, nice. I am going to let him in there and then try to shoot all of them in the same room together. Oh, that's not going to work with this guy doing this now. I can do that micro thing right. Although you should get through it first. We don't need a small bomb firing. Oh, and he burned down anyways. Let them get out, I guess. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, it's like, don't you want to go try and fix that clone bay? Oof. That's rough. Took a while to get through, but we finally did. And we didn't take any damage still, so... yeah, that was pretty broken at that point. Level 2 engine, or piloting at work right there. Oh man, I'm so bad at chat. I keep getting distracted. Does Twitch pay me? I get like slight, whenever you hit affiliate or whatever, you can get, a tiny amount of money. I haven't actually gotten anywhere near enough money to like get cut of money. I think I've made like less than $5 or something. I'm not sure is in, my balance. But, I only got affiliate like a month ago or something. Not accepting surrender. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Awesome. I appreciate that. Steven, fighting NG. We could trade him out for the Mantis that I was like really unsure about taking. I guess he's technically better than Kuzi. But, I'm sorry, Steven. I give seniority rules when I can. And hey, Warcrimes Dezu, welcome back to the stream again. And Knows Each. I guess I have technically. I tried out Captain's Edition like forever ago when it was like really new. And that's my experience with mods. I've thought about trying out Multiverse and stuff, but I just haven't gone around to it. Oh, man, Mind Control, where are you? Don't need this stuff. Don't need these guys, obviously. Got enough drone parts right now. No weapons again. Definitely glad I bought this charge laser. And yeah, I need my 4 rocks because starting crew does not get removed. Yeah, shield hack fire beam. I've been thinking about going up a level and hacking. Mostly it's that I don't want to like spend the scrap. It's like we're close to the end of this sector, so it's like there might be a store at the start of next sector. But that might be the build for next sector for sure. Hopefully we get like a civilian sector or an NG, not double Zoltan. But it's like we're really not far off from having something good. Like we just need like a good 1 power weapon to add in, or like slightly more efficient weapon to add in. Yeah, fire beam is totally a usable weapon. It's not like incredible. It definitely has limitations, and depends a lot like what sector, what crew type you're against. But starting fires in a bunch of rooms, like it completely distracts their crew and their positionings. And you can get, one swipe sometimes can overwhelm a crew, depending how it works out. Right, no boarding, but only 2 crew. It's pretty garbage for them. Trying to decide if I want to do an evasion hack here. Probably. Deal with what they're doing that way instead of doing the weapons hack this time. Relying on the bad hit RNG. Can also do it slightly faster since I don't have to wait for the second charge. Nice, got a breach. Yeah, I mean the biggest issue with fire beam I feel like is it's like slow, and so that can get in the way for sure. And it's like you have to have something, if you have a flak or something, it makes it way more usable. Otherwise it can be hard to like integrate to some weapon setups. Alright, you try and flee out of there. You get ready to help repair. Ah, I was slow. No, it's like there's a decent chance once the fires hit that it'll be a lot easier to deal with them because they'll have to run around and deal with fires or something. But I guess that waits to be seen a little bit. I'm gonna have to put my shields up soon. Ooh, got him. Ooh, damage. Come on. I always feel like you should be immune to damage with 2 shields. But I don't know if that's really reasonable. So probably not going to get a crew kill here. I didn't really think so. I knew it was being a bit aggressive because his son and a clone bay. Yes, med bay. 17 scrap, not bad. Yeah, I think fire beam definitely has a lot. I mean, fire stuff in general has a ton more value with hacking and mind control. Like each one adds a lot of value, and both together is like a ton of value. So I've been very sad I don't have mind control, because it's like then all of a sudden they can't fight with the fires because it's like they can't get through the doors, or they get trapped, or they're fighting a crew member in the fire, and it's just like can really be chaotic on them. All right, this should be an easy crew kill because there's 2 crew again, and Clone Bay doesn't matter because they have a teleporter. Just got to deal with this burst laser. I'm going to go for the weapon hacks because that also breaks up the Clone Bay here. So the trick here is we want to get this guy, below 15 health, but not kill him. Oh, geez, I wasn't paying. I was like, not paying enough attention. So distracted by the breaches, I guess. So I guess we have some choices here. We could let them reboard. He's going to reboard with a mantis. Just try and shoot this down, and then probably still get a crew kill. Probably the better option. Let's wait for this still. All right, there's fire in there. That'll help out. Stun bomb. Alright, so he's gonna suffocate for a little while before, like, burning. Not a fun time this Engi's having. I feel a little bad, I'll be honest. But, like, not that bad. That you're just gonna go right back into there. Oh, man. No, my weapons. I don't think it matters. I think he's going to suffocate in first, but yep. Hermes. All right, I mean, that's something. There's a very slim chance that, you know, I'll find a use for that. It happens. Oh yeah, Badger doesn't do it. I have dove this run, Badger. I have. I dove the Sector 2 exit beacon. So, got you there. But yeah, hack. I used to think it did slow repair, like the firefighting, but it doesn't. As far as I know, firefighting is like has an element of randomness to it, though. All right, some more stuff to sell. Nice. NG Homeworlds or Zoltan Control. Definitely going to go NG Homeworlds here. Don't want to deal with Zoltan. That was a nebula that doesn't count. I mean, you know, that's kind of legit. You can claim that. All right, we're going to go to a store right away. Got stuff to sell for sure. Yeah, Zoltan Sector 4 can definitely mess you up bad. Sector 4 is often a difficult sector. Yeah, gonna buy that for sure. Mind control. Just whisper it. Mind control. Oh, I think he's referencing what would Neozar do as the what would Jesus do bracelets. I think that's what the reference is there. It took me a second to get that too. But yeah, Zoltan controlled sectors, like, unless you have a ship that's really good at dealing with Zoltan shields and like really good at it, like you have just crazy overpowered weapons that are also fast, and you have like cloaking and hacking or something. They can be so bad. You find a bad Zoltan ship in a hazard with 2 offensive drones, it's just like, you just die. Alright, what am I doing here? I mean, I find it hard to not buy the burst one. And then I gotta sell one of the fire weapons with it. I feel like I'm supposed to sell the firebomb, but I feel like I'm gonna sell the fire beam. Yeah, you would sell firebomb. Might take on the charge 2. I feel like I value charge 2 more than some people. Like, it just, you know, it gets the job done. It's like people get too hung up on, like, oh, well, what's its power versus its number of shots or what. It's just like, you know, it's a flexible weapon and it has a decent charge speed. And like, yeah, sometimes you're going to use it like a burst laser 1 and be like, oh, well, it's too bad that it has 3 power instead of 2. But like, so what if it does what you need it to do? It's just doing what it does. Like, I think people get too worried about like, oh, well, I got to get all the value out of it, so I got to charge it all the way up or something. And like, it's nice being able to have that option. And I feel like it works out, like getting Zoltan shields down effectively and stuff. Definitely has pretty good value, I think, on 3-slot ships. Charge 1, the thing that makes me dislike Charge 1 is it can't cause fires, but Charge 2 can cause fires. But I use Charge 2 quite a bit. I feel like it's often a weapon I'll end up buying like Sector 2 on a ship that really needs weapons, like one of the Mantis ships or Rock A. I bought one last time, Sector 2, and just like rely on it for a bunch of sectors. Yeah, I feel like that's a good description of both of those Racket Gag. And like if they didn't have mind control, I probably would have bought the Charge 2 here and gone up to like 5 weapon power. There's a good chance that would have happened. I got to sell one of the fire weapons. No, something tells me, I don't know. I just like fire bomb more than fire beam for some reason. I feel like I'm not supposed to. I mean, in a lot of ways, it's not as good. I'll be honest, it's totally not as good in a number of ways. But I think I like that I can run, if I have to run two, like just one weapon, because I take damage or something like this, gets the job done more, more than anything else. This is like too reliant on, like if I start going against 3 shields, like I need to have 6 weapon power to make this happen. But I don't know if it's really the best choice to do that. But it's a choice I'm making here for sure. But really now it's like still with this, if this was a heavy one, this would be so much better because then I'd be like, ooh, 5 weapon power is not that much. And I'll go, these 2 and that. But having to go up to 6 weapon power just sucks. Yeah, Justice Ma says Fire Beam is the best. It's true. And Iron Intruder and Stealth Bee, right? Is that the list? Maybe got another store there. Alright, this is good enough for now, I think. I do really need power pretty soon. Yeah, like that's definitely why it's not great. It's like it makes it a pain to go like to add on weapons, but it's still like good enough often to hold on to. Like if I found a heavy laser, I'd probably replace it. But often you end up in situations where it's still just like it's good enough to hold on to and like keep using through the run. But it's definitely not like an ideal weapon in any way. 5, I don't love that either, but I don't think I buy drone parts quite yet. I'm really tempted to like buy a power bar. Yeah, Pearson beams are definitely at odds with each other. Yeah, Crystal Heavy 1 is definitely a good weapon. It's way more flexible. The Heavy Pierce aids in crew kills and stuff more, because it's definitely, the fires and breaches, it's better. Because Crystal Heavy just has the 10% breach, but it's way easier to use in a lot of weapon setups. Alright, 1 damage, that's not bad at all. 39 scrap. Can you do it? Can you get the fire out all on your own? Good job. Double flak 1, double crystal heavy 1. That's pretty cool. I just learned actually Crystal Heavy 2 apparently has a 100% breach chance. I didn't quite realize that. Like it's still a garbage weapon, but it's like that's kind of interesting at least. Look at this little like flag thing hanging off here. Alright, so yeah, we'll just keep going up this way. Ion charger. That's something. Huh. Like, do I run that over the charge laser maybe, even? I don't know. I really wouldn't mind like a 1 power weapon also. All these 2 power weapons. It's... Man, it's such like awkward weapon combinations I have going on here. It's hard to know what's ideal. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a situation actually where this is what I want to use. I'm not sure what it is. I guess sometimes against 2 shields that's like good, but yeah, I'm gonna swap this in actually. I gotta like root this out because this is awkward. What do I get before this one? Just barely 5. So maybe I could do that. No, I can't do that. So I only get 3 before this. If I want to go to the store, I gotta go that way. Alright. Yeah, it always hurts. Like, ooh, it's a late exit with like, oh, but you have to go like this one to this one, and it's like really stretched out and just goes right towards the curve. But it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it does help that the crystal weapons are super, super cheap. 2 fuel for 5 missiles. No, that's not worth it. So I'm still going to go to the store. You know, we have a weapon to sell. I wouldn't mind a better weapon. That's a better weapon. Alright, that's something to do here. Alright, so what do I want to run? Obviously, Burst Laser 2. Burst Laser 1. Heavy Pierce Firebomb. I'd definitely get rid of that. It's like that's 5 shots. Great for weapon power volley. Yeah, I mean, I was already thinking weapon power 6 was the next thing, other than like if I found store purchases. And still, it just like makes sense. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to keep this. Like, I'd rather run the heavy pierce over this with what I have. Like, I guess there's a way that I'd want to swap the firebomb out for this at times, but right now I feel like there's a better chance I want to use that than this. And I'm not going to like float these weapons because I need scrap. Yeah, thanks for blessing Burst Laser 2 into my run there. Probably also we need to buy like actual power before I go up to weapon 6. Although not necessarily. I don't need to run anything but shields. Alright, so yeah, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I can just squeeze in 3. Yeah, before this one, and then I gotta go these. Anything else I want to do here? Oh, maybe your cap blessed it though. I don't know. Five is not great. But I think I can get away with it for right now. I think we just keep going. Alright. This is the ships achieving a union. For some reason, the consolidation of ship matter sounds embarrassing and personal. What is ship matter? Kind of vague. So leave another business, and we pick up the scraps, so to speak. I'm not going to accept your bribe. 2 NGs. Oh, that's fun. I'm not sure what I'm going to shoot first yet, but it's like I definitely want to turn this into a crew kill. Like I'll probably take their weapons down somewhat first. But there's a chance. I'm trying to think of it. No, because they're not going to be low enough. And ooh, double fires. Yeah, it's like I guess maybe the double fires I would have done more in there, but makes the fight safer too. Hopefully they don't put it out too quickly. Pretty quick. I think I'll take a volley and hope. Nice. Alright, now we just have to punch each other. And we got him. 27 scrap. 2 fuel. And there's some value in this with like how bad the sector layout is and the fact that we have scanners, but there's just no guarantee with it. We just destroy and salvage it. Poor power below what you should be. Yeah. I'm definitely running a bit low right now. But battery helps. Alright, so I get one more jump before I have to take the single route to the exit. Yeah. I mean, it's been a pretty good sector. I can't complain too much. That helps out too. Second one of those I found. Hacking, right, is better than attack, even at level 1. I think I actually haven't seen the antivirus thing in a while. Yeah, because I don't care about doing the virus crew member thing. Hacking level 1 is low scrap resources and the drone reactor. And if we fight them, it's random scrap resources. So I guess I'll take low with a reactor over random. I think that's better. Hacking. Alright, 15 scrap, some resources. Don't care about score, so I don't need to like fight every ship. And a store. More scanners. And cloaking. I mean, it's like 6 weapon power, so helpful. But so is cloaking. It's like, it's really hard to pass up cloaking here. And that's my systems, other than like doors. And we can, you know, with the burst laser 2, it's a lot easier to do 4 weapon power. Yeah, I mean, I think I just buy cloaking. How can I not buy cloaking here? Because, like, this is a winnable weapon loadout. Oh, I just need upgrades now. I got full crew. I haven't actually bought repairs yet this run. I think that's enough. I feel like getting Hacking Low 2 for just that event, that makes sense. Like, it's definitely a good event that scales well. And Hacking 2 is just, like, generally useful. Win without cloaking if I get my weapons up? I mean, probably. Cloaking is just, like, much more of a guarantee. Like, not even thinking about flagship. This flagship, you can blitz it down. But, like, thinking just about what's the worst fights I can run into, which is usually, like, fights and hazards against either Zoltan shields or, you know, stuff with hacking or multiple offensive drones. And that's where, or, you know, like the auto ship with triple missile and level 3 cloaking, so they fire all 3 off at you before you can do anything. It's like that's where cloaking saves the run more than just like rushing up to the weapon power. Yeah, I mean the jump. Well, the jump with hacking feels super strong too if you do a lot of shields hacks. There's times I feel like I'm a player actually who many times I end up with level 1 hacking longer than a lot of people would do. Because I'm not always even using it. Like sometimes I won't even be clicking it on. Like I'll just be using it for the door control and, you know, doing crew kills and weapons or something. But then other time, you know, it depends what I'm doing. It's like there's so much value in it, but I'm just kind of running low scrap and spending everything at stores to afford it sometimes. Yeah, alright. I think this is all good. Yeah, hacking O2 with level 1 is definitely weak. I know you'll have your O2 hacks. That value goes up a ton for sure. Yep, and then yeah, the battery on that. It's like I'll just use the battery power usually for like engines or something then. But that is nice also because it's like I don't like using just battery power because I'm all about the doors. But here we're gonna attack them for sure. Drones. Alright, combat. Fire beam, fire beam. Keep calling you fire beam, fire drone. This is one of those times where it's like because I'm kind of low on drone parts, I'm like, well, I could try and not hack them. It's like definitely a risk there. Being lazy with my micro here also. Whew. It's nice it's like only one of the burst laser shots needs to hit if the heavy pierce can hit also. That's always the thing that's like awkward with these weapon setups too, is it's like often you don't necessarily need that many shots to hit, but you just need like the right order of shots to hit. Alright. Breached it also. That's nice. No more drones. So glad I didn't use hacking here. It worked out. I mean, it's like having the cloaking and stuff also gave me a buffer. Like if it didn't work out and I kept missing everything, I wouldn't like immediately start taking a ton of damage. Investigate the station. Ion intruder drone. All right, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm not gonna dive the exit beacon just for this. If I had level 4 engines, maybe, but I don't want to spend the scrap going up to level 4 engines. Alright. Do I just go to the store immediately? I guess so. I have something to sell. I can't resist going to stores, obviously. I go to so many stores. It's part of the reason I have low scrap runs. Look at this. So obviously we buy the scrap recovery arm and the FTL jammer, right? Just keep buying things at stores. Like, this might be a trap. I'm not sure. I have to think about this. Because it's like there's that point of like, well, we just keep spending money like going to better weapons, but not be able to like actually get them online. But just getting that flak is just like such a crazy weapon setup. Like, I'm almost certainly gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy the pre-igniter. Although I could see an argument for it. Alright, I'm gonna take a break for just a minute and like think about this and grab some more water and stuff. And then come back to it. So let me put this up real quick. And yeah, let me, can give me your thoughts also. Like I'm almost certainly gonna get the flak. There's a chance I don't sell anything. I got a bunch of bombs. I kind of want to spam firebomb for a while, but like I also kind of would rather, for an endgame loadout, have the 2 burst lasers, flak and heavy pierce. But it doesn't super matter past the 2 burst lasers and the flak would I go. All right, let me just give it a pause, and I'll be back in just a minute here. All right, so I think I figured out what I want to do. Yeah, Shields 3, definitely not an immediate need. I usually go up to Shields 3 in like Sector 6 or so, especially when I have cloaking. Sometimes I go up earlier if I don't have cloaking or I'm a boarding ship or something. I'm definitely going to buy the flak. It's just too good. And we're far enough ahead. It's like we're doing pretty good here. This is the very beginning of Sector 5. If it was like Sector 6, I'd be more like, well, maybe we need to make this work because of the amount of scrap we have left in the run to upgrade. But being the beginning of Sector 5, I think it's fine to buy the flak. And so then it came down to Heavy Pierce or Firebomb. And it's I want to keep the Firebomb, but it's not the right choice in my mind when I think about it more. It's just trying to force the playstyle because I've had runs where I get such great value out of Firebomb with mind control and hacking, and so it's like I want to chase that because it's like it feels good and it's fun and it's the ship. But like I get crew kills with just burst lasers and mind control and hacking, or also I don't need crew kills because I've got the game. I just need upgrades, whatever. And I'd much rather have the Heavy Pierce than the Firebomb for like later game. Like if I'm not using this to like chase crew kills, like then I just want this. And this gets crew kills also. And then I can sell my bombs freely and stuff. So I think that's the final decision here. I could also sell both and buy the other burst laser one and plan to build in having 10 shots. But that's just like really unnecessary. Yep, doing that. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an argument I could sell this too. Like this is the good enough weapon setup for the whole run also right here. And then selling this makes it pretty close to getting that up. But for now, I'm going to hold on to it. Because also, like, I might run it still, some fights. I mean, this is 6 shots also, which is awesome for 4 weapon power. That should be fine. Right. Buy it. All right. So yeah, that's my decision there. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it's hard to not be happy with having all these weapons. But yeah, really, definitely just want to get weapon power up now. 125. So we just need 70 more, which could be pretty quick in Sector 5. I mean, it could be 2 jumps. I'll buy 1 fuel. Buy 3 fuel. Buy 3, it's cheap. I can trade it then. So far I'm down 6 scrap. There we go, 49 scrap, look at that. Just double our scrap. That's a great reward. Totally worth the damage. You're too far away. So that's just 27 more. Could see an argument also for like, what's it called? Buying the buffer now. But obviously I'm not doing it. Yeah, keep rock plating, avoid the one. That's true. This is a dumb weapon setup. It's great because like their first volley just times terribly. Or like every volley times terribly. Are these the same cooldown? No, this is 13 and this is 12. Can't remember exactly. I think maybe it eventually works out for them. Can probably get away without using hacking here. Should be using flak here over the burst laser too, probably. I guess not since they have 2 shields, because this might actually get damage in. Nice. They're both 13, yeah. So just infinitely safe then. Heavy iron's so bad. Another Hermes. Man, this has been a fortunate run, I have to say. Been getting the drops. Stores were kind of crappy for a while, but it's worked out fine. Gonna go this way. 7 more. Search for the ship. 5-hull damage. If only we kept that rock plating. Yeah, I knew it was 12 or 13, and I know Heavy 2 was 13, because that's what I use. It could have been shield training, I know. I'm so neglectful about shield training. I'm kind of tempted to take an empty jump, because it's an NG sector, but I'll take the fight. Alright, how do we want to do this one? 3 shields. I really just want you guys to fight in weapons, though. I think I'm going to do that. We'll do this. Weapons. Do we have you just fight your shields guy? I can't decide. Just trying to think about how much I can delay this. Gonna go for what's possibly the greedier play. Nice. We just need to dodge one of these. Going into my battery? Is that true? Or are you going into weapons? I think you're going to my battery. I guess I can measure it. You might be. I think you're going to weapons, actually. So hard to tell. I guess I'll cloak you. It's like not really a good reason not to. Yep, weapons. Alright. Glad I cloaked that. Have them all fight in there. No fires, unfortunately. They're gonna bust through there fast. Yeah, oxygen, oxygen. Nice. Got both of them. Ooh, and we got a damage on their weapons too. Wow, that was like the perfect volley. I'm gonna just call that one like subconscious skill. Yeah. Hey Ray, yeah, it's definitely looking good. We just got a lot of weapons recently from stores. And so really you just need some weapon power and stuff here, Sector 5. You repair stuff so fast, NGs. And whatever, I think I just let him heal some. Fighting here. Oh, did I turn my weapon off and not like pay any attention to it at some point? Apparently, didn't quite realize I did that. Yeah, pulsars are great for taking damage, like no matter what ship you have. They just get you. And even like Zoltan Shield might not be safe because you can go up against like multiple offensive drones. Alright, double fires, nice. Think that'll get him in time? Oh, so close. And then they get all the dodges, really? Come on. At least, if it's not 4 fires, he'll go run back in that room, so. I went up to 4 fires. So I'm just going to wait a moment here, though, because I don't want to do too much damage to him. If he's just going to, like, run around like this. So mind control. Yeah, see, here we go. So I was waiting for it. That works. Lock him into 4 fires. Really make sure we kill him fast. Alright. 6 fuel, 47 scrap. So that's weapon 6 right there. Yeah, that's what happened to offensive drones, yeah. Offensive drones in a pulsar is just so disgusting. It's such a bad thing. Or hacking. Alright. Probably do this for the effects. Alright, so that's really good. This is like a crazy weapons loadout now. We do this. Goodbye, rock ship. Thanks for giving me full screen. Let me just measure these jumps out. 5 more, and then the exit. Let's connect a bunch of ways, I guess. Hail them. 5 fuel for 3 missiles. Absolutely. Using these 2, I guess. Although I don't think I can get that one anyways, right? 3. Alright. Oh. Cannot be targeted. Boarding drone. That's actually interesting. I don't know if I knew about that tooltip. So they got a little drone coming out here. That's a bunch of drone power then, right? Because this guy... Oh, this is 2, actually. So that's 7. Pretty good. I guess only 2 weapon power and 2 shields to compensate for it. So I don't want to do this if I'm trying to get a crew kill on this ship. What room do I want them to fight in? I'm trying to think about what's optimal. It's like, because the repair drone and stuff is going to cause problems with that too. Oh, ion guy. Ugh, gross. These drones are pissing me off already. Whatever, I can just put them in there. That's fine. Well, that's 2 of the crew down. I forget. I don't think. Can you? Yeah, you can't do the ion thing with it because it's not real power in those systems. Whoops. I think the timing's okay. It's the second volley. Yeah. Yeah, send in another one. But we should be able to do it in one more volley. Battery, that's fine, because the battery's about to be over anyways. Actually, how's this going to work? Do I have to let them repair this all the way up to make sure it does what I want? I mean, I just need to get them both in the same room. I mean, probably. No, because if I do the pilot, he'll pull both of them. That's right. Right, can you finish? I did pull him. That's annoying. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would or not. It's interesting, it's not even pulling the anti-personnel droid, which is definitely surprising. Yeah, it's like, I think that's actually the one that time's really close all of a sudden. But I have the shields manning, and he has 1 level, so I think that might have timed it in our favor. How much do I care about, like, waiting through a whole nother cycle of this? The AI, I think the AI gets 5. I mean, I feel like it's pretty safe to wait through. I don't think they're going to use another ion intruder. I'm not positive, really. Yeah, they do have another one. I didn't actually see it. But. We're almost there. So what we're going to do is we're going to mind control the pilot again, and now that all their systems are repaired, I'm going to do this now. Should pull, yes, the engines guy. Hopefully that's it for those stupid things also. I mean, that's 3 of them, and at least one of these. I guess, I can't remember if we killed one of the repair drones too, or the anti-person. I don't think so, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna let them punch each other some to start. No, not gonna accept surrender. And I think this does it right here. Oop. Get both you out of there. Get you out of there. No more life signs and a shield charge booster. Alright, I'm glad that was worthwhile at least. It took a while, some micro. Obviously, Ion Intruder is just like probably one of the best things in the game. Can't argue with the devs on that one. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the anti-personal. It seemed like he wanted to be full health, I guess, but then he was still like just, you know, I don't know. Sometimes also the AI works in weird ways where it needs to like have something happen so it realizes like the situation. It won't like know that someone's shooting until they've broken the system and then they're shooting it again, or they run in and out of the doors. The guy got damaged to move. Yeah, they react to damage a lot. Often they'll just ignore things when it's like 0 damage on a system or on a crew, you know, whatever it is. So that's not a store. So I'll probably go this way. In case there's another store. Sell stuff. I'm gonna buy a power bar. I've earned it. That's the 3rd defense drone Mark 1 that I've seen this run. I've seen 2 free Hermes and 3 free defense drone Mark 1s. A whole power bar, that's right. I bought myself a whole power, not even a half power bar. A whole one. I mean, maybe I can hold on to that. I never hold on to those things though. Tell me to buy drone control. Yeah, it's too late for that though. I'm not gonna buy doors yet either, it's too early to buy doors. Definitely gonna repair. Buy drones. Yeah, it's something that's like I don't have a ton of experience with in general just because I don't usually have a chance to hold on to it. But it's like a lot of the passive defensive ones kind of feel like, well, if you don't need this scrap, it's kind of worth holding on to. Yeah, reverse ion field, that's another one that's kind of like that. I mean, I'm not going to buy it, but like when you have it, you know, it can be decent. I'm trying to think of what upgrades I'm going to do next with this build. And it's probably shields, hacking. I mean, I guess I'm going to Sector 6. Like, in Sector 6, I want shields pretty quick. It's like, I think I sell it, because it's like, I don't know when I'll have another store next sector. Maybe it's at the very end, and I'll really want this 22 scrap before then. Like, I feel like it's more likely I'm going to want the scrap for an impactful purchase than it is that it's going to make a difference in a fight in that time period. Iron shoes are one of those things that it's like most of the time they don't matter, and every once in a while they're just like the worst thing in the world. Like this, you know, helps a lot having like multiple mantis to fight it too. It's really hard when you can't shoot it down efficiently at all. Yeah, it's definitely super high variance. I would agree with that. So definitely gonna go slug controlled here for, I mean, I guess I don't really need stores. I need scrap more than stores. I just find Rebel so dangerous and Slug not that bad. I feel like people hate Slug, but it's not so bad. I've got Oxygen by default also. And Mind Control and Hacking. Rebel, I just find Rebel, like, I don't know. I feel like people don't talk about how dangerous Rebel are. I think Rebel sectors are one of the most dangerous ones. There are a lot of fights, and it's like Rebel riggers can be some of the nastiest fights. They can be really weak, but when they get the right combinations of systems and stuff, and then you also have all the auto ships, and it's like it has a lot of fights that have high variance in them also, because the Rebel ships can have a lot of different loadouts. But when you just like run into some of the bad ones, and you run into the Rebel ship with the Pulsar and the Asteroid Field or whatever, it's like you can just get chipped away at. And having just the one store can make it really difficult. So I feel like, you know, like I'm plenty strong enough. Like it would be fine with this loadout, I'm sure. but it's like slightly riskier than this, where it's like there's 2 to 3 stores here versus 1 to 2. So it's like for repairs, if things go bad, whatever, I could get somewhere. And it's also a very lucrative sector. And I like having the option of red green for sector 7. But like, yeah, I mean, I like slug sectors a lot, and I have scanners also, which helps. But it's like people group them up with Uncharted Nebulas a lot, and they're entirely different sectors. Like they have entirely different events you run into, pretty much. Most of the time, most of the events you won't find in the other one. At least in my experience. And there's way more fights, and there's more stores. Yeah, and you're more likely to be able to dive. Although Rebel sectors can have nebulas also. So yeah, I'm definitely going slug. Let's take a look. Alright. So I think this is where I'm going to call it for the night, though. Thinking much more, I'm sorry, but I feel like it's better to do it here. I was tempted to do one more sector, but I don't know. I feel like doing just sector 7-8 is kind of lame, but 6-7-8 is decent. So that'll almost certainly be tomorrow night, sometime between like 10 and 11 Eastern or so is usually when I'm on. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming by, supporting the stream. It's been a fun run. I like this ship. It's gone really well. So this is a pretty certain win at this point. Got everything we need. Yeah, I saw that Crow was streaming, so we'll jump in on his. I was wondering when he was going to do his win streak again. I know he's been playing Mass Effect, and it's one of his favorite games, I think. So I didn't know if he was going to get too torn away by it. Thanks, you like this name. Thanks again for the sub. I definitely appreciate that. I've got a couple emotes going on, and I got to figure out some more of the Twitch stuff. I'm not very versed on the platform still. Yeah, thanks, Ray. Have a good day yourself. And all right, let me see. Raid. Got to raid Crow. All right, so yeah, that's pretty close to 103 here, and I'll almost certainly be back on Monday. And I hope everyone has a good start to their week. And I'll see you then. Yeah, you got the owl now.